Um, Hello again. Welcome to another video. And I know this is old. I think it's still in the news. Yeah, a second assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. Another assassination attempt. This time, a 50-something-year-old man from Hawaii tried to shoot Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago home somewhere in Florida. And I think the Secret Service found the gun. Which he ditched. Yeah, found the gun and they tracked the guy down and arrested him. So yeah, seemed to me that Donald Trump has a target on his back. And it's the wake of all this political violence that's happening in the U.S. This country has like a stockpile of guns. This country has more, well, the United States, the country that I'm living in, has way more guns than people. So political people are gonna like, some of them gonna have guns and try to like shoot and kill someone that they disagree with. And I don't care for politics anymore. I'm gonna say this, like I said in a previous video about the first assassination attempt on Trump. Yeah, on that video. You know, there's no place for violence if it involves politics or anything. So, I'm not for violence. I don't think people don't need to use violence to get their point across, to disagree with somebody. Yeah, you don't have to agree with anybody, but that doesn't mean you have to respond with violence. And, I'm just, at this point, I don't care about U.S. politics. Kamala Harris being replaced by Joe Biden and running for president of the United States. I don't care about that. I don't care about her if she win. I don't care about Kamala Harris if she wins. She's gonna become the first female, Asian, black president of the United States. But I'm gonna say this, just like the rest of them, just like the rest of these presidents, they're not gonna do anything. Period. And I have no interest in voting for them. Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. They're both these two political parties with politicians in them. They're both for the status quo. They're not going to change anything. The U.S. is going to stay the way it is. And I can vote another way instead of like going to a building with a voting card and voting. I can vote another way. I can vote with my feet by leaving the United States and moving to a country abroad. Yeah. That's a vote that will never be wasted. I'm going to vote through that. Not in a building with a bunch of people. And the voting laws here in Texas are just so whacked out and crazy and they don't make any sense. Something about voter ID. And I just can't wait to get out of this bumfuck, this redneck cowboy, cow shit smelling state. I can't wait to get out of this place in the future. Because I'm not happy here. I'm miserable here. I mean, Texas people are fucked up in the head. I'm just going to come out and say it. Some of them are a bunch of assholes. They can't do some of them are a bunch of assholes. They're fucking stupid. They can't do anything right. They got this fucking weird ass coat. If you bash Texas, these cult people will come after you. You know, fuck these people. Fuck Texas. I'm just going to get the hell out of here in the future. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess voting in other states are way better than voting here in Texas. I bet there's zero bullshit when it comes to voting, but, you know, there's some bullshit in voting in other states. Some, not all of them. But the bullshit in voting here in the Lone Star State, or like as I like to call it, the cheap star state, is just really, really bad. So yeah, that second assassination attempt on Donald Trump, you know, I don't care for Donald Trump. Don't like him, but you know, he's okay, and he's gonna go back to his bullshit, like he always does. Like, and I remember hearing him talk about Haitian immigrants in Ohio are eating cats and dogs, which is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. And you know, that just conspiracy theorist stuff. I think that's some shit that Alex Jones will talk about. You know, I don't care about what these conspiracy theorists say or think. Matter of fact, I don't care what they think. Because the stuff that they say are just ridiculous out there and make no freaking sense. You know, I got some conspiracy theorists who are clinging on to my YouTube channel and watching videos on my YouTube channel, and I block some of them because I don't want to hear the conspiracy theorist bullshit. So, you know, they've been blocked, and I don't have to see their comments on videos on this YouTube channel. Yeah, but you know, also I'm gonna be getting trolls, so I know how to deal with trolls. So I'm not gonna like make videos and talk about them or what they say. I'm just gonna like jokingly comment back to them, or just block them, or not block them, but report them. Yeah, so fuck the trolls and fuck the conspiracy theorists. And you know, Donald Trump, you know, I'm not gonna feel sorry for him, but you know, like I said in the previous video that I did about him in his first assassination attempt, yeah, he brought it on himself by talking about violence and hate. And Donald Trump is extremely racist. He's racist. He's a racist piece of crap. You know, and it made me sick to my stomach when he talked down to a black female journalist, a black African American journalist, who asked him questions, and Donald Trump talked to this woman like she was a little girl, like she was a child. You know, I'm just gonna say this. I see how some African Americans are here in the U.S. You know, they have an inferiority complex. They're bitter. because them and their ancestors, mine as well, went through years upon years and centuries upon centuries of racism, slavery. Yeah, because some African Americans here in the U.S. they went through so much. They put up with so much racism, and that's why they have an inferiority complex, because they dealt with so much racism, because the United States is a socially racist country. And to people who say that the United States isn't a racist country, there's something wrong with them. I disagree with them on that. The U.S. is a racist country. And black people are disrespected. They're treated like dirt. And I feel sorry for African Americans here in the U.S. They're being shot and killed by white cops. Rough handled and mistreated by white police officers. And if Donald Trump becomes president, and I hope he doesn't, if Donald Trump becomes president, he's going to give immunity to white police officers, meaning that white police officers can get away with mistreating black people and killing them. Yeah, they can just get away with it. And that's not right. That shouldn't happen. Yeah. And I feel for every black man and black woman in the U.S. Well, African Americans in general, men, women, children. I feel sorry for them. It's like their lives don't matter, and their lives do matter because they're people. They're human beings. Forgive me. This is how I am. I don't see white, I don't see black, I don't see brown, I don't see yellow, I don't see orange. When I look at people, I just see people. That's all I see. And I judge people for who they are on the inside, not what they look like on the outside. I grew up in a different environment that's opposite to the racist environment. Yeah, where I was raised at, where I was born at, where I halfway grew up at, it wasn't all sunshine and lollipops. There was some racism, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, black people in America, some parts of the U.S., they go through racial profiling, very disturbing stuff. And again, I feel sorry for black people in the U.S. I think they should be treated like people, and that's what they should be treated as such. I made a comparison between I got this comparison from Winston Wu from his YouTube channel, Happier Abroad. He made a comparison between African Americans in the United States with black Brits in the UK. Yeah, African Americans in the USA, they're bitter, they're angry, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about each other. They treat each other like shit. Some of them, not all of them. And they have an inferiority complex, and because they dealt with so much racism throughout their lives, and their ancestors and people before them dealt with a lot of racism and went through 400 years of slavery. How black people act in the U.S. It's not their fault. because they live in a country where they're treated like animals, and they live in a country that's completely racist. Vice versa to the black Brits in the United Kingdom. I mean, they're calm, they're hold, you know, they don't have an inferiority complex like the black people here in the States, because England or the United Kingdom are less racist towards them. They treat them like people, and white people in the UK are open to interracial dating and marriages between black men and Asian men. Yeah, they're treated like people. And I got someone I got a black Brit who subs to my YouTube channel. He's he's a 15 or 16-year-old boy from the UK. Yeah, he watches my channel. He's a smart kid. I don't know. I don't know if he agrees with me on how black Brits in the UK are and how society in the UK treats them. But I think he told me that the police in his village don't care about him and people like him. So it seems to me, he said it's not that bad there. So I'm just running by what he's saying. So yeah. Well, yeah. The second assassination attempt on former President Trump, the former president of the United States. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a third one or fourth one. I guess the third one where he bites the dust. But I'm not gonna say that. I don't wish death on anybody, and I don't. I'm just glad he's okay. And he's gonna go back to his bullshit. He's gonna be this boring old man who talks about crazy, whacked out stuff that's not true, like Haitian immigrants eating cats and dogs in Ohio. I heard that. That's the most silliest thing I've ever heard. And I know why Haitian people are here in the U.S. They escaped Haiti because Haiti is so violent and so dangerous. It is overran by gangs. These gangs killed the prime minister or president of Haiti, killed that person, and just completely took over the country. Haiti is a hellhole. Haiti's a nightmare. And that's why those Haitians who live in Ohio, that's why they're in Ohio. And I'm going to say this, I don't think these Haitian people should be living in the U.S. because the United States is not a good country. It's not a fun, happy country. There's no happiness. There's no happiness. There's no fun. There's no joy. There's no blitz. There's no love, sex, and romance between men and women. Everybody's just mean, bitter, grouchy, and repressed. People hate each other. People don't want to talk to each other. People at hospitals and stores and malls and whatnot, everybody's a bunch of stiff, lifeless robots. It's not a good country to live in. And I think these Haitian people shouldn't be living here. But they're here because they escaped violence from their country, Haiti, and same thing goes with those people from Latin American countries and African countries. Yeah, I can't stop these people who want to come to the U.S. for a so-called better life. You know, if I tell these people, you know, there's going to be a language barrier. You know, they're not going to speak English because they're coming from non-English speaking countries. Yeah, non-Anglophone nations. Yeah, you know, if I can communicate with them in their language and know their language, I mean, if I tell them how the U.S. is, they probably wouldn't care and just come here anyway. And they'll just say that, oh, the U.S. is great. It doesn't look that bad to me. It's an amazing country. I feel free. I feel happy. And the truth is, you know, I mean, some of those people from Latin American countries, they just want to come here just to make money, just to get a job and to work and make money. And when they make money, they just send the money back to their home country. And that's true. But, you know, if I was one of these people, I wouldn't come to the U.S. I'll go somewhere else. Go to like Spain or France or any of the civilized, well-developed countries in Europe. But yeah, I'm not going to say that all countries are perfect. Some countries, yeah, countries have their problems, and they do. Okay, yeah, the second assassination attempt on President or former President Donald Trump. Yep, Trump's getting what he deserves, you know. Does he deserve it? Well, all the things he's been saying and the things he's been doing, yeah. But, you know, again, I don't wish violence on anybody. Trump is okay. It's good that he's okay. You know, he's okay. He's well. He's going to go back to his boring, lame stick. I mean, he's probably going to lose in November. And he's going to head to prison for all the crimes he has committed. Okay, that's all I gotta say in this video. Thank you for watching. Cheers and au revoir. Merci beaucoup. Bye.